we can wait a bit and then I'll get you a hit record, Christine, please.
Yeah.
All right. What do you hear? Okay. So welcome guys. Hi everybody. I got a surprise panel for you. So I'm just gonna log into the Facebook group just so that I can see all of you coming in. Certainly I can see all of you coming in. Give me some highs. Tell me your 2-word check-in. All right. Here we go. I see us live. Okay, I better mute us. Did
you just growl?
Mute myself, you guys. Oh. Here we go. I see us live. Okay, we got. Did you just growl? Mute myself, you guys. All right, so I am not sure how to mute my phone.
Can you turn the volume all the way down on your phone?
Maybe that's what I need to do. Okay, as long as you guys aren't getting feedback. Good. Okay, everyone's good? Oh, yeah. Travis is here. Hi, Travis. Okay, let's get you on here, love. Okay. Travis, I'm not sure why I can't get you on. Participants. Maybe Christine, you can play with this a little bit. Do you have control, Christine? Oh, hang on, I got it. All right, Mr. Travis, you are on. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we'll just get Travis popping in here, hopefully. There we go. Hey, everybody. All right, my loves. Welcome to day 3 Soulful Clarity Q&A sesh. But before that, we are going to go into, I brought my soulmate clients here tonight to, to really share. I'm going to ask them questions. And these might be some questions that you're wondering, and these are clients who I dearly love, and they have trusted me to guide them. So I am so honored that all of you are here. Why don't you guys do a really, really quick introduction? We'll start with you, Lisa.
Oh, hi. Okay. I'm Lisa Berry, and I'm the host of Light on Living. And I was actually the host of Light, and I am, when Rosalind came on to do a lovely interview, which I thought was just going to be the regular interview. And then, bam, I just fell in love with her and was like, oh, wow, I need to work with her. And so we had this amazing connection after. And so I changed my entire life by coaching with you. Actually, I really was able to step into something beautiful. We'll go into that a little later, but I'm just loving my Light on Living show and enjoying podcasting.
Awesome. Beautiful. Aurora Light.
Hi, everyone. I started feeling this call last year to step up and be more visible in the world. And I knew Rosalind and I started working with her because she knows how to make that happen. So I've been transforming so many things to take my life and the lives of people I work with to the next step of this joyful evolution on the planet, and just really step into our power to share our spiritual gifts without feeling like people are going to think we're weird and crazy for knowing and being the light that we are. And actually, Rosalind works with me too, and we've been co-creating this magic together. It's been amazing.
That's right. Thank you, love. And Jenny and Brad, I am so grateful you are here. They are under the weather and they still made it happen. So let's give some hearts to Jenny and Brad, everybody. Okay, loves, introduce yourself, please.
Oh, thank you. My name's Jenny Hart, and I'm a holistic nutrition and lifestyle coach. And I empower women, especially moms. I am a mom, and family is my #1 core value, to practice guilt-free self-care and avoid burnout. And that's me.
Hi, so my name is Brad McComb. I'm a security awareness advocate, and traditionally I've been a IT consultant for over 20 years in different aspects. People I serve are parents. I'm helping parents to have healthy relationships with their kids and technology, and just keeping everybody safe when it comes to that. That's what I'm all about.
Thanks, Brad. Your voice sounds super cute, by the way. Christine.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christine. I'm a ClickFunnels expert and internet marketing coach, and I work with entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, and experts to create, launch, and sell your online course online.
And all
So
the amazing graphics you guys see, that's Christine. That's her team. Everybody that's wondering and been PMing me, that's Christine.
yeah, so I've been working with Rosalind for the past year and helping her create all of her online funnels and systems to be selling her online courses and information products, as well as enrolling her high ticket clients. So Rosalind, you've had an amazing impact on me as well and hugely inspired me. So I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. Travis.
Hi, Travis Belanger with Men on Fire Coaching and Speaking. So I inspire men to rediscover their divine and masculine, or divine masculine and feminine energy, and to help them recreate the story of their life that they would like.
Thanks.
Pretty simple.
And Miss Susanna.
Hello, everyone. So I am Susanna. I am from Lotus Love. And what my mission is, what I do is I help women empower themselves through my different practices that I do through my classes and my courses and my activations. So that's how I have been helping the community, and especially women. And lately, it's been so many women that I've been helping through my goddess activations and my yoni activations. So what my mission is to help women rise and to reach their higher self and to reach their purpose. With Rosalind, I saw her speak about 2 years ago on stage, and I was going pretty slow in my business. I was still hiding and not ready to come full force. And then I saw her speak, and that's when I got so inspired to just go full force with my business. So that's how I connected with Rosalind, and I've been so successful ever since. So thank you, Roz.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to go right into the questions, and just a couple of you, let's popcorn this out. What did it mean to you and your business when you niched down to really understand your soulmate client? We've been really working on that in day 2. So I want the audience to know, like, what's it like when you really, really get clear? Christine, did you want to take that one on?
Sure, I will take that on. So actually, I've been doing funnels and online marketing for 12 years now. And 1 year ago, I said, I'm going to focus on women and enrolling fierce women entrepreneurs and working with specifically with women. And 2019 was my best year in business so far. And I really think that me niching and focusing on attracting women, working with women it really has transformed my business, and it's just made sales a lot easier.
Absolutely. Thank you. Anyone else want to answer that?
Sure. Brad just elbowed me. Do it. I think really niching down, focusing on moms avoiding burnout, because I lived in burnout for almost 15 years and made excuses, every excuse in the book, I think. And learning how to put myself first was very hard. But I realize now it's the most important thing, so I can give to my family. And I want to empower moms and teach moms to be able to do that without feeling shitty or guilty, because we all go through that if we're not serving our kids or serving our partners as opposed to ourselves.
Yes. And so what I'm really hearing is it's like when we get really clear, and often we're working with former versions of ourselves and we learn
Yes.
what we need to teach, right? And when we get really clear, we can get even more connected. Yeah. Let's go to question number 2. What did it mean to you when you create your own signature system with your own brand tone and messaging to speak to your soulmate clients? So I'd love for Aurora and Travis to answer this, please. Since it's probably pretty fresh, we works on your pillars, your signature system.
Yeah, I am a person who wanted to like serve the entire world, and I still want to do. That's my sole mission, to support with the ascension of humanity. So that's everyone. So like figuring out how to distill that was a challenge, and Rosalind helped me clarify my pillars into ways that I could actually organize my thoughts and how I serve the world, and I can take everything from there if I'm speaking, if I'm writing, if I am doing things. And she helped me create my Joyful Alchemy signature system, where I know it just feels amazing to say that. And we are able to transform and activate and embody our superpowers. So it's just, it feels good just to even have that container for all the work that I do, and it informs all of the steps. It's just, it's so much clarity. It was worth, like, that one breakthrough alone was worth the entire package of working with her, honestly.
Thank you, love. And Travis, do you want to share what it's like to know your pillars, your signature system?
Yeah, it's good to have clarity on what the pillars are, because there's really so many different topics and so many different issues that men deal with today. And some of them are just not nearly as clear to some men. And I think that the ones that I have chosen for my pillars are quite clear, and they are things that definitely people don't normally talk about, or men don't normally talk about. So it's great to be able to have those in place so that I can focus on what I want to talk about.
That's right. The signature system is meant to help you stand out, and it's the thing you're going to be known for. So it's very powerful. Okay, let's go on to the third question. A lot of fears and the inner critic, we all know what that's like, right, gang? Like all of us. This last few days, I've been seeing you participants all really trying hard and putting out, playing full out, and really being honest and vulnerable about what are the inner critics that are coming up? What are the beliefs around the inner critic? And so my question is, when you're taking your business to the next level, because it's going to come up. I mean, I shared it does, it always does, right? What does it mean to you to have my support to help you shift your beliefs and get out of your own way so that you can really be tapped into your inner warrior? Susanna, you want to take that one?
Yeah, sure. So the way that you helped me was I let go of my fears. I let go of that inner critic, and I started to see my worth in my services. You also told me, bring your prices up, see your worth, see your value. What you do makes a difference. And I started to really believe that, what I do makes a difference. And seeing my worth, seeing my value. And then, it's been successful ever since, because I chose to believe that I am successful, that I am going to be successful in what I do, and what I do is worthy. So that was through your help.
And you already are successful. You are successful now.
Yes.
I'm also enjoying going to Susanna's Goddess Moon Circles and retreats. And Lisa, do you want to answer this question? What's it like? Because that was a big piece for you.
That was the biggest piece. I actually did not hire you as a coach for that, but whoa, it was like everything I needed. And it was dealing with my inner critic. I didn't think I had it. I actually did not think I even possessed an inner critic. I was like, are you kidding me? I love myself. I accept myself, and I'm good. And every time you'd call me for our session, I'd be like, okay, I know we're supposed to talk about something, but wait, I have this thing that just came up. And you're like, okay. And so it was so helpful to have a safe space that I could express myself, because clearly I had my business would not have up-leveled if I hadn't have heard myself, and you listened to me, and you held those words and emotions with such love and safety without even knowing like how much that meant to me. Like it probably was like the silliest thing, like, oh, my cats did something weird, but really it was like about the day. And as we walked through it, I realized, wow, I needed help with boundaries. I needed help with allowing myself to flourish. I actually would not have been able to up level if it hadn't been for you to allow myself to express the critic. Oh my gosh, hello critic in there. So thank you.
Thank you, love. I appreciate that. And let's go to our final question, which all of you are going to answer. So this is going to bring a lot of value for the audience here. What's the one piece of advice that you really want our audience to know? What's that one?
Okay, I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in the audience, from what I've been seeing from the participation, is they are transforming. Like they're getting more clear in their expression and their purpose and their calling on it in life. And going from the safety net of what's happening in the Facebook group, because it really has been a safe place in the challenge, going from the safety to expressing it out in the world. I think something that I've heard over and over again from entrepreneurs is, well, I'm going to do it when I'm ready, and I'm just not ready yet. I'm just not there yet. I need to do this thing, and I need to take this course, and I need to read this book, and I don't have this certification yet.
Who can relate?
Around certifications.
Yep.
And my
I was there.
advice would be to take the leap before you think you're ready.
Yes.
Because when you leap, like, you need to take the first step. You need to go first, and the universe will support you. That's my
Yes,
biggest advice.
absolutely.
Thanks, love. Do you want to go next, Susanna?
My advice would be to stay true. So stay true to your soul's purpose, work with your heart, work with your soul, really care about your clients, really care for their well-being. Just be true. So I know that this is our career. We're meant to make money with it. But number one for me, oh, whoops, my battery's dying. So number one for me is always it's all about my clients. Number two is how much money I'm making. So always focus on your clients, stay true to your soul's purpose, to work with your heart, and really, really care about them, really care. And they can see that. I think that's why I am so successful. Well, there's still more I need to reach, but I'm doing really well because I think that my clientele sees that I actually.
Income, lady.
Yeah, they see.
Income.
I know. And it's because they see how much I care about them. Like, I end up falling in love with every client, every student, because I truly, truly care about them. So that's my advice. Truly care for your clients. And also surround yourself with people that inspire you. So a coach like Roz, like, she inspires me daily with her drive, with her passion. Surround yourself with amazing people. And when you surround yourself with amazing people, that is what you're going to become. So yeah, that's my advice.
Thank you, love. All right. So Aurora.
So my biggest advice is to transform that kind of like ick that a lot of us have about sales and selling ourselves and talking about ourselves as being like marketing and sales, that you're going to be bothering them. Transforming that into thinking of it as your sacred responsibility to connect the people that you can serve with you. You can't serve them if they don't know what you do or that you're around. And I know if you're watching this, you're here to make a difference in the world. You feel that burning desire to make the world a better place. So this is our responsibility to be as visible as we can so we can serve the greatest number of people and make the biggest difference.
Thank you, love. Travis.
Yeah, I think that putting yourself out there, my biggest advice would be to just do it. If you're wondering how you show up, there's nothing like doing a Facebook Live and talking about what you're passionate about. And what I've learned is it's not about what you write down, it's just about the words that you feel inside. So just speaking from your heart, you should be able to find more than enough to talk about. Just think of it as an everyday conversation that you're having from one person to another. And do a video and see how you show up. I think that's the easiest way to figure it out. And that's, a lot of people have a fear of speaking. What do they say public speaking is the number one fear, right? So I think once you just put yourself out there and not really worry about what anybody's going to think, you're doing it because you're passionate about it. And you have to think about yourself first when you're speaking. And then whoever your audience is and whoever hears you is going to be a bonus.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, really quickly, Jenny, Brad, and then we'll go with Lisa.
All right. Well, my advice to everyone is to always be learning and growing, trying to be better every single day. The best investments that I've made in the last year have been in my business and professional development. And so I've been learning a whole bunch. That's really important. And hiring a business coach like Roz, nobody lights you up like Roz does. She gets you motivated and inspired, and just doesn't do things for you. So she helped me realize that I do have a story to share and wisdom worth sharing with the world outside of my enterprise clients that I have, and that can actually provide a lot of value to just everybody other than those people. So
thank you for the love. And Brad, you have come a long ways in your confidence. It's so cool to see you showing up. Miss Jenny.
My advice would be to have a support system, especially when you're having those moments of your inner critic. Because mine, in my case, was taking a year off to heal. And Mr. Burns, I call him, came up every day saying, you can't do this. So have that support system where you know those people, whether it's your partner or a friend or a coach or a mentor, that they will tell you can do it and egg you on and give you that advice you need in that moment. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I see people are loving the advice. You guys give some hearts as you're like, yes, preach. And Lisa, well, finally, Lisa.
Well, thank you so much. My one piece of final advice for this segment is, I love what you just shared there, is hire a coach, find a mentor, because there's nothing worse than feeling alone when you have such passion and such drive and you're like, I want to do it. I know I can do it. I don't know how to do it. And I just need a little support. And I know that when I first stepped into podcasting, I didn't know I wanted it to be my everything. And now I am training others how to have their own podcast. Woo! Roz is coming up. and honestly, all these books behind me are everybody who I've interviewed, and half of them, I've probably hired them as my coach or have entered a session of mentorship with them. So Roz, I'm so happy to have your chapter in here and so many more books and publishings from you to come. But that's what my final piece of advice is don't be alone. Find somebody, because there's always someone there to help you who will lift you up and carry you through.
Thank you, my loves. Thank you so much. Can we all give them lots of hearts, lots of emojis? Thank you guys. Have an awesome night. I see you on the live here. And all right, let's shift gears here. Thank you so much, guys. Give them lots of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we are gonna shift gears here, guys. So I promised you I am going to peel back the curtains for my own method. So tonight is the night I'm gonna give it to ya. So let's talk about how I magnetize soulmate clients and monetize on my calling. I want you to really breathe this in. Intentional actions bring intended results. Really bring that in. All right, Mr. Travis, we'll get you to leave, please.
Oh.
Thanks, love. Hi, Michelle, I see you. All right, there we go. There we go. So you guys can see me. It's my show. So intentional actions bring intended results. Breathe that in. That's true, right? Yeah. And so I want to ask you guys these questions. You're here because I assume, so far I've called you all in because self-promotion is something that is confusing. You're not sure what to say. And if you really resonate with what I'm saying, you can say me. I know you've been getting more clarity in the last couple days. Yes, but you're still not really clear what to say. You're not really sure what to say. And our confidence can be impacted by that, right? Perhaps you feel like selling is lazy and it feels pressury and it's uncomfortable, or you feel so uncomfortable talking about yourself. And you're here because I've called you in. You want to know the secret strategies to leverage social media, get free quality leads. You guys, I didn't pay for you to be in here. There are no Facebook ads. You all came in free. I can show you how to do that. So let's talk about some stats. The personal development industry is a $10 billion industry. People are spending their dollars on all things personal development. That means 65% of businesses are generating traffic and leads. They are saying, 65% of businesses are saying that lead generation is their biggest challenge. That's a high number, 65%. So why use social media? Well, 3.2 billion people use social media right now. Right now, you guys. That means that social media has a global penetration of 45%. And that's where all the abundance of opportunities for quality leads you are missing out on if you aren't leveraging on social media. This is why it's deeply important that you're here learning. I'm so excited because you can get leads for free. Here's some lead generation stats. 96% of visitors who come to your website aren't ready to buy yet. You can think about for yourself, right? How many of us go to a website? Do we purchase right away? Nope, right? Usually not. And 90% of businesses generate more leads through social media than traditional marketing strategies. So that includes print, broadcast, direct mail, and telephone. And 70% of business to consumer marketers have gotten their customers through Facebook. Yay! All right, you guys, I know that you and I have gotten to know each other in the last 2.5 days. And I want to just really get more intimate with you and tell you a little bit more about me and my story. I've kind of dropped some hints about my story and, you know, my why. And I really want to go deeper with you. So I always like to start with, who am I? Right? Just like in day one, beingness in your business. So I'm modeling that. I am love. I'm a light worker with a fun and bold goddess warrior energy, if you haven't noticed already. Here to share my gifts and lead others on their soul purpose mission, so that together, we can bring more unity, consciousness, and loving presence to this planet for our generation and the next generation and beyond. Sounds delicious, right? Here's my personal life. You guys, here is Dan. He's my sexy silver fox. You will see I refer to him as that on social media. And it's funny because people will like recognize us out in public, but he doesn't know who they are, so they'll call him sexy silver fox. So Dan and I have been together for almost 18 years and married for almost 14 years. Happily married, by the way. And he and I are on a mission to really lead this world and be a model as a power couple. And we do that through our own personal development work. And we have two beautiful boys. You guys saw them coming in over the last couple of days. Everest, that's him. He's rocking my Wonder Woman outfit. This is how crazy my house is, you guys. And that's Mr. Logan. He's almost 6. And yep, that's me, my granny panties. Yep. Life doesn't get more fun than that, right? I'm gonna look at your comments, guys. And this is my family. This is my immediate family. This is my dad, my mom, and my brother. And this is a very special picture, memory. This was taken just this past November, 3 years ago, when I started this coaching business. I declared that I would pay for my family to go on vacation with us. And this was the day. This was the week we went to Mexico. And I was just so happy to be able to give back to them. Honestly, I would say one of my superpowers is asking for help. And besides, you know, working, investing in coaches myself, I ask my family for help, and they're more than happy to support Dan and I. So I'm very grateful. And contribution is something that's deeply important to me. And Dan and I have been, we have few sponsored children for the last, since we got together actually, 18 years. So it's been really cool. And I recently had a deep meditation, actually led by Susanna, who you guys just met, and Michelle Bateman, who is a soul journey coach, and she's actually Travis's girlfriend, a really good friend of mine. And I was led to this meditation where we were visioning out not just the year of 2020, but the whole decade. 2020 is about perfect vision. And what arose inside me was this higher awareness that not only are Dan and I meant to lead. Dan is a financial planner. He is one of the top financial planners in our region here. And we call ourselves Pleasure in the Bedroom and Bank. And we love to empower couples to have more conscious relationship with money. So him and his expertise as a financial planner, and me with my expertise in money mindset and shifting beliefs. And we really want people to just have a much more intimate relationship with each other and through the conversations of money. And I had this vision that my kids are meant to be conscious leaders as well. We are raising conscious leaders in whatever form that looks like. But I'm so excited that we are here to make a difference just by being us and being kind and being loving and following our hearts and passion. So important relationship with self, with our intimate relationships, with our peers, and money. I've kind of talked about myself professionally. Here's a little resume. Again, I'm a specialize in client attraction and soulful sales. I love public speaking. My soul is so called to speak. And I speak about the topics of self-love, mastering your energy, money mindset, client attraction, of course, and bold leadership. I've been featured in Huffington Post, CBC Radio, it's in Canada here, and spoken at Fearless Women Summit, This Woman Means Business, and at Harvard University, which is the picture here. I've been a registered psychologist in private practice for 11 years, and I became the first psychologist in Alberta, which is the province I reside in. And I was the first psychologist to create an online program, which you guys heard me say, that's a lot of badass red tape right there. And I'm also an international best-selling author for a book called What's Self-Love Got to Do with It? What's love got to do? Got to do. I'm a certified Hakomi practitioner. I talk a little bit about that. It's a mindfulness approach that combines neuroscience, psychology, and spirituality. I'm a Reiki master and a second-degree black belt in karate. And today, this is what my life looks like. I do work one-on-one with clients at VIP levels. I run masterminds and I speak. My soul is so fulfilled. And I do a lot of speaking as well on the podcast world. Miss Carolyn Stewart, there's my picture on your podcast. And I do a lot of Facebook Lives, which you guys we will dive in deeper. And then I'm gonna reveal a little bit more of how that fits into my personal method. I speak and have book sales, and this is a way in how I create impacts and attract clients and then monetize on it. Again, I'll go more into the personal method side to show you guys how I do that. And here are some of the online digital courses that Christine was talking about earlier that I sell. So this allows me to create more impact. But you guys, it was not always like this. That's me. 2008. My life looks completely perfect on the outside. That is when I just started as a psychologist in private practice. I was competing in bodybuilding. I had this perfect fitness model body, and I was a 2nd degree black belt. Dan and I were married for 3 years at that point in time. So everything on the outside looks perfect. But on the inside, I was dying. Behind closed doors, I was stuck in this cycle of food restriction, binge eating, beating myself up, feeling guilty. I know those coaches out there who are health coaches that specialize in food and body image. Thank you for the work that you do, because boy, oh boy, I know what that's like. And I felt nothing but anxiety and contracted. And I was in tunnel vision. I couldn't see beyond that, although some part of me knew there was something bigger, but I couldn't figure out what. And then I came in last place that day on that bodybuilding stage. And that devastated me so much, because it confirmed my belief back then that I am not worthy. I'm not good enough. My life is so perfect and I'm not happy. I'm not worthy. And of course, we all know here, a breakdown is really a breakthrough, right? And this is where, as a therapist, I was led to learn about Hakomi. And when you're learning about something, you cannot not work on your own shit. So I realized I was unconsciously operating from this belief that I am valued in my doingness, my performance, my achievements, my successes, rather than my beingness, who I am. And my doingness was never enough. That's my why. And so I got certified in Hakomi and eating psychology, and I even publicly blogged. This is about me putting my vulnerability and myself out there. I publicly blogged this. And I would say, I would also go around speaking, and I would say, no, this is not a mistake. This is not backwards. This is my before picture and this is my after picture. What you do not see is how much more free and happy I am. And so I lovingly shared this journey. And you know what happens when you put yourself out there? Huffington Post comes and knocks on your door, which is one of the largest platforms online to share your work or your message. And I knew, I was just awakening then, but I knew this was a sign from up above. I knew that there was something greater. That was the first time I felt this true, like I am on purpose. I am being led. Something is happening right now. I feel like abundance is pouring in right now. And so I then ran many transformational groups live. And I'm the kind of person, if you haven't noticed already, I get so inspired by people and their breakthroughs and their transformations that I create this online program. That's the one that that made me the first psychologist to have one in Alberta. And this then also led me to my very first international gig, paid, and this magazine cover where I did not diet, I'm not photoshopped, and I got to write a 4-page article on how to flex your self-love muscle. So that was pretty incredible to be on a cover of a magazine. But you know what's even more important is the impact. You guys, I can't tell you how freaking phenomenal it is to have women share this magazine on social media and say, holy crap, I hated my body. And then I saw Roz's, and my body kind of looks like Roz, and she looks good. And then that started to get them to question status quo and question about body image and self-worth. And I just thought, my God, this is amazing. I had people wanting to come work with me, but unfortunately, because of my license, I could not. It's very, very strict here in Alberta to be a psychologist. And I just felt the nudges, like I was feeling frustrated. Remember, frustration is energy, right? I'm frustrated. I'm seeing all my coaching peers and I'm like, all right, they got location freedom. That is incredible. That was what attracted me the most. I'm like, they can work anywhere. They're not restricted. Like, forget about time freedom at that point in time. I was just like, they got location freedom. They can work with anyone, everyone. Can anyone relate with that? And so I took a huge leap of faith and belief in myself to hire a mentor, my very first business coach. You guys, if you have not invested in a business coach, let me tell you, if you're not feeling scared, you're not going big enough. It does feel scary, okay? And because it is about trusting in yourself and trusting in your dreams and trusting that the vision is going to unfold. And trust me, it was the scariest investment I had ever made at that point in my life. And when I look back, it was the best, the best. She was a 7-figure award-winning business coach. And honestly, I manifested her in a personal development course, trying to work on my money mindset. Synchronicities. So when I started my coaching business just over 3 years ago, I thought, oh, I'll just stay a psychologist. I'll kind of try to work this out. But as time went on, who I quickly started to attract were entrepreneurs who saw my confidence on stage when who knew what I accomplished because I spoke about it, and they're like, can you do that? Can you help me get out my own way and do? I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So then that's where I shifted into becoming a business strategist and a mindset coach to really help people show up and play a bigger game. And at some point, I knew inside I was lying to myself if I stayed as a psychologist. I was really seeing how much more aligned it was for my soul to be a coach and how much bigger I was playing, how much more impact, and the clients I were attracting. Don't get me wrong, I really loved being a therapist. I loved my psychology clients, but because of the restriction, it was really hard to really play full out and be me. And you guys, for 6 months, I fought my inner critic because it was saying like, and it sounds really logical. So tell me, say me in the chat box, say me if you can relate with this. You know, my inner critic would say things like, Roz, you are doing really well. You're making 6 figures as a therapist. Are you foolish to start a new business when you have a young family, such as Mr. Lowe? Young family to provide for? That's not really responsible. Who can relate with that one? Or you're going, now the ego was a little bit big. You're going to demote yourself from psychologist to just a coach? Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what to say, you guys. I can't make that up. And okay, maybe my ego wasn't that big because it also would say things like, my inner critic would say things like, who the hell is going to pay you if you're not covered under benefits? Are you kidding me? Who's going to pay you? And then this was the biggest one. Are you going to risk disapproval from your parents, your Asian parents, especially your dad? And you guys, that was so tough. That was so tough. And I thought, you know what though? I need to follow my heart, as crazy as this seems. So I made a date. I had an exit strategy plan. Thank God I have support. I had my tribe of like-minded people and my coach, and I took the leap of faith and I resigned as a psychologist 2 years ago. So let me tell you, everything is possible on the other side of fear. I'm living proof. And as you saw my soulmate clients on the panel, they're living proof. And here I am speaking at the Fearless Women Summit. So let me share with you guys. Just looking at my phone to just see any comments are coming in. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the hearts. Today, I am making the impacts that I desire. I desire to go even bigger. And I am making multiple 5-figure months. You guys, I would have never thought this would be even possible 4 years ago. I'm telling you, everything is possible when you get out of your own way. So how can I help you unleash your inner warrior and do this too? You guys ready? You guys ready? Ready? Soulful self-promotion to 6 figures and beyond. Let me share my system. This is my fun, bold, sexy signature system where I'm going to walk you through the success formula specifically tonight. Okay. So as you guys learned on day 1, it's all about your beingness in your business, and you are deeply connected to your purpose. And then as you learned yesterday, it's really important to be niched, right? Really knowing intimately who your soulmate clients are and having the business foundation and systems in place, all the back end stuff that's going to help you create more ease and flow on automation. And then, of course, working on having and embracing and embodying an abundance money mindset. I know there are some money mindset coaches in here. I'm giving you guys love because it's so deeply important. We don't learn about money in a way that I really believe we need to learn about in school systems. So we got to shift out our own way and confidently communicate your core message. So that's your signature system, have social media strategy, and master sales. And for many of us here, since we're in the personal development world, it really is about mastering those discovery calls. And all of this, when you know this inside out, this equals sacred sales with new soulmate clients. Delicious. So let's go a little bit deeper into the fun pillar, the fun aspects here. This is about mindset, attitude for self-promotion. Self-promotion is simply selling, right, guys? It's selling. And it's a sacred process. I really want you to really see it that way. It's a sacred process. It's sharing value. It's sharing your gifts founded on your soul purpose. And it's really, selling it's an invitation to dive deeper and work with you. Here's the thing, 80% of your business is marketing. 80%. That's where all the heavy lifting is. And then once a client gets on a discovery call with you, it's much easier. You don't do any heavy lifting there because you're so clear about what you stand for, what you can give them, how in terms of value. And it's really important that you manage your beliefs, the ones that don't serve you, and then all the emotions that go with it, right? Because where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you are focused on the limitations, the can'ts, the fear, then you're going to emotionally and energetically take yourself out. I don't want that for you guys. I'm sure you don't want that for yourself either, right? You need to have systems, like I said, and this is by no way a get rich quick scheme. All right, if you guys are in this for the money, let me tell you, you're in for misery. Those of you who have tried to chase the money, or you're like maybe in a soul-sucking job and it's just for the money because the money's good and it's hard to leave, but you know it's soul-sucking, right? It's not worth it. It's not worth your health. It's not worth your emotional health. It's not worth your mental health. All right, so know that this does take skin in the game. And you got to do this from a place of true loving presence, true passion, true purpose. And that's why it's really about, again, your beingness in your business and anchored in your purpose. It's your fuel to your fire. The money will come when you are truly living in an aligned purpose. Be clear who you're speaking to. Yes, I probably sound like a broken record now. So good. I hope that this is in your minds and integrated. It's your branding and messaging that will speak to your soulmate clients. Okay. Remember, you're not for everybody. But your soulmate clients are going to be like, oh, right? Know how you can best serve your soulmate clients. Give them a lot of value. And here it is. Read this short, guys. You're not for everyone. I'm not for everyone. I said this yesterday. If you aren't niching and you aren't going bold enough, if you aren't polarizing people, you're not going bold enough. All right. So sexy, let's talk about sexy. Okay, this is again your magnetism factor. This is about creating compelling content that speaks to your soulmate clients so they feel you truly understand their struggles and their desired dreams. This is why I was really picky with you guys yesterday with your soulful self-promotion statements. And your core message is always the same. I believe it was Aurora and Travis that were talking about how you can just, once you know your system, you can speak anywhere, you can write about it, you can blog about it, whatever that looks like. And you can even stand up in a networking event spontaneously and just speak because you are so ingrained in your signature personal system. Okay, so when you are consistent, people, this really builds a like, know, and trust factor. Sexy is also about being real, being vulnerable, being authentic. And I know all of you in here are just based on what your soulful self-promotion statements are and your energy. It's beautiful. I've called you in. Yes. And let me share a few more client love stories. This is Dr. Melanie Robinson. She is currently a client of mine. She's a naturopathic doctor. She has an abundance problem. What I mean by that is she is 3 months solidly booked, and she actually came to me to help her learn how to create a system to scale her business because she's so passionate about traveling, and because she's so busy, she really loves her patients. She just isn't having the time to travel. And she had no social media skill. And let me tell you, Miss Melanie really struggled with being vulnerable. She really had a wall there. And in the 4 months that we've been working so far, we got really clear about her messaging and signature system to call her soulmate clients in. She significantly increased the level of engagement on her social media due to showing vulnerability. In fact, those were some of her more popular posts when she was being real and just super authentic and showing some rawness. So leveraging social media, get on bigger platforms and podcasts was what our plan was. And she's setting herself up for sales and impacts with, I can't reveal it yet, it's all right, but a new secret project that's going to help her create the time freedom that she wants. And in fact, when I did this presentation last week, she texted me these images. She's like, oh my gosh, one of my podcast episodes that she was podcast guesting on, did I say that correctly? Hit the highest number of plays. It was her episode. Woo, woo. Yeah. All right. Sexy is also about abundance money mindset. This is about releasing money blocks. Remember, abundance is your birthright. It's you are worthy to monetize on your gifts. You are worthy to receive money. We touched on that in the last couple of days. It's deeply important. And to see and feel that sales is a sacred, sexy process. This is Miss Weena. She may be on here. Weena, give us some love if you're on here. Say hi. I hope my screen didn't freeze. Weena came to me. She was one of my first clients, actually. She came to me. She was a mom. She's a mom of 3, and her kids were under 7 years old at the time. Her husband works out of town, and she was undercharging, and she didn't know how to monetize on her business. So in the 6 months that we worked together, she communicated to her soulmate clients and connected with them emotionally, both online like this and in person. She's up-leveled her money mindset to change her prices and packages. We had a business model for her to scale, And in less than 6 months, you guys, she tripled her monthly income, and she's to this day fully booked. And Miss Weena is in the process of becoming a business coach for other personal trainers. Let's give her some love. Congratulations. That is so incredible, you guys. Like, that is ripple effects, big time. All right. I feel like I'm on the wrong window here. So Lisa, you guys just met Lisa. She introduced herself. She's a podcast prosperity coach. She kind of shared her story. So she was playing small. She had a really loud inner critic. She also was way too nice. This created lose for her, win relationships. And she had fear about going full-time to her business and hanging on to clients that no longer felt good to work with. We all have probably had nightmare clients, right, guys? And that energetically can take us out. So coaching together resulted in her increasing her self-worth, her self-love, owning her value at her next level version of herself, setting strong boundaries and personal boundaries in business and in life. And she's still nice, as you can see. She got clarity of integrating her gifts and talents into a business model and systems to scale, up-leveled her money mindset, mastered sales. And this is huge. She texted me one day. She's like, oh my God, I just fired those nightmare clients. Yes. And now she's a podcast prosperity coach. Hooray, Lisa. Oh, hi, Weena. Now I'm catching up on the comments here, my loves. Okay, let's talk about bold. All right, this is showing up as you with soul and strategy. Let me tell you, in 2018, in a 20-minute talk at a networking event, there were 25 attendees. I closed on the follow-up within less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, I closed $36,000. Okay, and I'm saying these numbers because I'm not bragging. Okay, I don't want you guys to think I'm bragging. These are facts. All right, these are facts. I want you to see numbers because your logical brain will be like, well, show me some proof here. Just past November, I was a panel speaker and I spoke for 40 minutes and I sold my books. As you can see, it's not the books that will make you money, but the books are part of the front end to the back end system. All right, and we dive in deeper when you guys work with me on how to do that. But the follow-up was $6,000. Yes, you guys can do this. You guys can do this. So how do I do this? Like I keep repeating, have a solid business model and system that for your follow-up. You got to have that foundation. You got to know what the bigger picture and strategy is. Keep nurturing your people and giving them high value. And I certainly hope that you guys, based on your results and the breakthroughs and the community, the gorgeous energy in here, I certainly feel that you are getting value. And that's what this is about, right? I want you guys, I have no attachments with what happens after this, but I certainly want you guys to receive value and take your ahas and go with that, right? When you learn something, you cannot not know it. So what's really cool is in these talks, okay, this is the power of having funnels, like my Miss Christine, okay? So the power of it, and if you're just starting out, even an email, simple email system, this is all what I show my clients and how to set it up, how to do it, how to write emails that are soulful to your clients. Is on the follow-up, I had 2 small promotions from this, in December. So I had a Boxing Day and a Black Friday, and they were very short, 48 hours and I think 3 days, and I made $1,000 from that. None of my time was for this. It was my digital online programs where people can just love it up. So fun, more impacts, more reach. And just this past January, you guys, this is the power of knowing your soulful self-promotion statement. And I was at a networking event and I literally said my soulful self-promotion statement, books in a client. She's here on this call and 10K later. All right, you guys. So I show you how to do this. This is all about nurturing. All right, this client had been following me and watching me on Facebook for a while. Remember, we don't just buy from people right away. All right, so this is not like she never met me. It was because she was following me. I was nurturing her without knowing it. You never know who you impact. That's the thing. Okay, you'll never know everybody that you impact. And so keep nurturing your clients so that when they're ready, when they feel ready and they feel called, then you're top of mind. Come from the energy of authentic service and value. That's really important. People, we all said this earlier, energy doesn't lie, right? So creating content marketing that resonates with your soulmate clients. Here's another fun fact. Targeting soulmate prospects with content relevant to their position along the buying process yields 72% higher conversion rates versus traditional marketing. Woo! That's a high percentage, you guys. So how to know what to post for content marketing? Well, it's based on having clarity for your personal signature method that positions you as the go-to expert. In these past couple of days, I have set you up so that you're starting to get more and more clarity so that when it's time to create a personal method, it becomes so much easier. Okay, and like you heard my soulmate clients share, when you have a personal method, it is so easy. It's ingrained in you. You can pull out any part of that system just like that, spontaneously. In fact, Miss Dawn Baylash was supposed to be on the panel today, and I got a call from a local speakers platform, and they asked me to come and speak. And I said, sorry, I've got I can't do it, but I got a client for you who can. And Dawn has never public spoken before, but I called her up and I said, Dawn, this is it. You got your chance. So she's right now, as I'm speaking, she's speaking, or maybe she just ended, but she's never publicly spoke and she felt ready because she had the system. She had her personal signature soul system in place. She's like, got it. You guys, I'm not kidding you. This is the power of having it. Okay. And let's talk about social media strategy. It's so important to understand algorithms and leveraging on them. Understand how to build authentic relationships online. You know, I never knew that this was a gift I had. I really had to sit back and go like, isn't everybody awesome online? And I mean, those of you who do online dating, you're probably like, nope, right? Gosh, when the internet came out, I was 14 years old, I think. And I made connections really fast. And in fact, the first connection I ever made was with a girl in Seattle. And we were the same age. We bonded over Keanu Reeves because I was super obsessed with Keanu Reeves. I loved Keanu Reeves at the time, still do. And to this day, we're still in touch. All right. So, and we met in real life. All right. So I teach these things, guys. I live it. I teach it. And I guess what's my gift is what I monetize on. And it's the same for you. So show up consistently. Bold is about showing up, doing Facebook Lives. Did you know that Facebook Live is the #1 strategy or way to convert your audience into clients? Wow, take that in for a moment. Facebook Lives are the #1 way to convert clients online. Okay? In person is the #1 way on top of that, all right? But the beautiful thing about working online, and many of you do, is that you can work anywhere. And so it is really important to know how to authentically nurture relationships. And strategically as well, call in your soulmate clients so that they see you as the go-to expert. All right. So have strategy, content creating, planning will save a lot of time. You'll look like you're on social all the time, but trust me, you guys, I teach you how to not be on all the time because you got a life to live. I want to share with you some more client love. This is Irene Mayer. Okay, this is so synchronistic, you guys. Like, you can't make this shit up. Just listen to this and then listen to what I say next, okay? So Irene parallels my story. So this is why she was quite attracted. She was a bank manager in traditional banking for 20 years. She was still in the bank system when she reached out to me. She's very passionate about empowering families to be financially free. She's feeling that the bank industry was no longer a fit for her. Does that sound familiar? She desired to make huge impacts for herself and others, but she was shitting her pants to take the leap of faith to start her own business. And she needed support, my support, to get out of her own way and have an exit plan and strategy. So in working together, we did just that. And we do it responsibly, okay? No foolishness here. There is all about strategy to have an exit strategy plan. We helped pull out her why. She never really thought that much about her why. And we got really deep, you guys. We got deeply connected. And that's the way I work with my clients is, as you already get a sense. It's deep. And we pulled out the parts of her story that really would call in her soulmate clients. And soulfully self-promote on Facebook Lives. She is a rock star at doing that and helps her have the mindset to build her team and empower them. And 1 year later, okay, we only worked for 6 months, so I take credit as being the catalyst to help her really get into her business and feel set. And then she carried on. All right. 1 year later, she replaced her 20-year income in her banking career. Yeah, let's give Irene a huge yeah. Okay, wait for it, guys. I'm not making this shit up. This is what literally came up on Facebook today. All right. Irene, I have to read this. I can't even. I'm like, shit. Today, February 5th, 2020, Irene made more income in a single day. There she is on stage with her gorgeous husband. They're such a gorgeous couple. Than what she used to make working in the bank an entire month. You guys, most important part, now as a broker, she can do a much better job to help her clients be properly taken care of, who she cares so deeply about. And she was recently nominated as a rising star in all of North America for her achievements in business with us. Like, you can't make this up. So let me ask you, type in the comments, you guys, I'm watching. Imagine where you could be only 1 year from now. 1 year from now. You say yes to yourself, yes to your dreams. Where could you be? Yeah. I want to hear, guys. And mastering sales. Mastering discovery calls and charging the worth of your services. Energetically, it's got to feel so good to you guys, or else resentment happens. This is Miss Allie McKenzie. She is a lifestyle liaison and Reiki master teacher. I want you to see, as I'm going through some of these clients, I want you to see if you can see yourselves in them, okay? When she came to me, her son was under 1. She has 1 son, and she was really uncertain about herself and her direction. She was a personal trainer, and she wanted to transition into online spiritual life coaching. And she had never, ever stepped on stage before to speak. After 6 months of working with her, she feels so confident in herself and her direction. She's confidently calling in her soulmate clients. She's running circles, goddess moon circles. She has a business model to scale, and she's a confident speaker. In fact, she came with me to speak at Harvard. So that was a party. She is a soul sister for sure. And as you guys heard, Mr. Travis, I'll talk a little bit more about his background because some of you may resonate. So Travis has a successful welding business. And I believe, Travis, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's 15 plus years. And he wanted to coach other men to rediscover their purpose, feel alive, and love what they do. He wants to create a safe and conscious brotherhood and community for men. And he's doing an incredible job. He still works full-time in his welding business. So in the 4 months, this is how much abundance he's created for himself. He's gotten a signature system business model and systems in place to support one-on-one and groups coming into the pipeline. He's booking discovery calls. He successfully has facilitated Men on Fire meetups, and he's speaking events to lead people into his offering. So he's understanding the structure, and he's a soon-to-be author. So Travis is an incredible human, and I'm so grateful that he is in my life. Love you, Travis. And this is Dr. Angela Gray. She's a registered psychologist and a shamanic practitioner. She is still a psychologist today. So I want you guys to know, if you're a licensed practitioner, it doesn't mean you need to leave, okay? It needs to be aligned with your highest truth and your highest calling. And if you can make that work in your license, phenomenal. I'm full support of that. So she was feeling unappreciated, undervalued, miserable by her colleagues and organizations. Like, she really was so underappreciated. She was so burnt out. She was ready to quit what she was passionate about. She had no idea where to turn. She didn't know. We met each other in Haikomi class, actually. And she felt like she was giving everything away for free. Is that any of you guys? You're giving away your services for free? Because that's what she was taught to do as a good girl. Anyone resonate with that? Oh my gosh, I love all the comments happening. Okay, so after working together, she's aligned her passions and her strengths of being a shamanic practitioner, clinical registered psychologist, yogi, dancer, artist, and writer. You guys, I am all about bringing out your gifts and integrating them into your business. That's you. You can't compartmentalize yourself. This is about integrating all of you and the gifts you have and the light, and let's get you shining. She finally started swimming in the abundance pond where she was appreciated. She fired some clients, respected on various levels, including she just really started to have the money pour in because she was starting to level up and charge for the worth of her services. And she was confidently setting boundaries, and she felt revised, energized, and passionate about her career again. So this is just a blurb that she says. Okay. This is Maud Bombadil, happy catalyst and facilitator of the Laughing Hour. She uses laughter yoga, and she facilitates in the corporate world, as well as she gives back in the non-for-profits. When she came to see me, she already had a radio and TV exposure quite a bit. She's like a local celebrity, actually national, because she can speak French. So she had, though, no clear business model to scale because she was literally growing quick. She's like, oh my gosh, overwhelmed. Confused about pricing, packaging, not sure how to have sales conversations with corporate prospects, and not certain how to leverage social media for business to build her brand. And today, she now has a clear business model, clear pricing packages for various types of clients. She's so much more confident in that. And she's up-leveled her pricing, mastered her sales conversations, and authentically showing up herself in her personal brand. And she's now so much more confident because of all the systems she has. She's like gotten herself gigs internationally, like I'm talking in France. So cool. So who's the next bold, sexy warrior? Hey, will it be some of you? Let's soulfully sell to 6 figures and beyond. Let's say yes, because you guys, you are brilliant and your gifts need to be shining in the world. Say yes to soulgasmic impacts and moneygasms from monetizing on your calling. I'm not kidding you guys. I get moneygasms. You can probably tell. All right. So here's my offer. All right. So those of you who do want to dive in deeper to work with me, I am offering you my Client Attraction Academy. It's soulful selling to 6 figures and beyond. This is going to help you increase your confidence in sharing your gifts in a soulful way, build your credibility in the marketplace, attract soulmate clients and money opportunities, confidently sell more and close sales without feeling pressury and sleazy. All right, we don't need any of that. Build a business foundation systems aligned with your big vision dream to provide you freedom and flexibility. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want, right? We want to create impacts, influence, income, and also leverage on our time so that we can go and do the things that we want to do. Hang out with our family, go and travel, volunteer more, whatever that is for you. It allows you to have more time with loved ones, allows you to be living in your soul purpose, and let's monetize. So why invest? Let's talk about that. Because if you guys haven't heard my soulmate clients, you haven't heard enough, let me share a little bit more. Because being part of a like-minded, safe, and sacred community supports you to up-level. My clients get results quick. I am committed to your success, and you, my loves, are worthy of monetizing in your calling. So work doesn't have to feel like work. Honestly, you guys, I'm so freaking blessed and grateful. I'm like, I can't believe people love to pay me. This is awesome. All right, I want the same for you. I want the same for you. All right, so Client Attraction Academy, we are enrolling today. We are on, and I want you to just come and connect right here, right into your heart, okay? I want you to connect with what your soul truly desires when it comes to the lifestyle you want. You have a big vision dream. You have a purpose. You are called to step up. And you know what that is. So I want you to really feel into your dream right now. Whatever that looks like for you, your deepest desires, no matter how big they are, you are worthy of rising up. You are worthy of stepping into that next level version of you. You're worthy of attracting clients that you freaking love working with and have dance parties with and monetize on your calling. You guys, anything and everything is possible. Whatever you desire for your lifestyle, you can make happen. It's your choice, all right? And I have no attachments. I promise you I have no attachments. Those of you who are my clients and you've gotten on discovery calls with me, or you've gotten on discovery calls with me, you see I have no attachments. And that's truly the energy I hear, okay? So this is truly your decision. It's your choice. I truly believe you can do this on your own, absolutely, right? And I also know it's a choice to a superpower to ask for help and to receive support in a like-minded community. So Client Attraction Academy is on, and let me tell you a little bit more about it because now some of you might be leaning in. All right. So it's a 12-week mastermind program that will allow you to focus solely on your genius and gifts, remove the frustration and worries of where to find your next client, alleviate second guessing yourself. I saw a lot of self-doubt in the last couple days, you guys. I really want you to continue having breakthroughs, help you attract your soulmate clients with fun, flow, and ease. Yes, give me more of that. Position you attracts better business opportunities. This is about giving you the confidence to charge what you're worth. Okay, so I'm not for everybody, okay? This program is not for you if you still want your fear and limiting beliefs holding you back, particularly around increasing your visibility, being seen, putting yourself out there, money mindsets, and selling. The idea of monetizing your calling and achieving the lifestyle you desire scares you way too epically much. You don't like being held accountable for your time and actions. You're not a team player. I do not want anyone who's not a team player. All right. I will fire you. Okay, I'm being nice, but I will. Because we need to have a safe and sacred space. And I know that's none of you here, you guys, you know that. You are willing to experiment with stepping outside of your comfort zone that's aligned with your big vision dreams, and you aren't about creating win, win, win. This program is for you. If you want to live without apologies or regrets, you are an action taker who doesn't have time to waste because life is just too short. You are tired of going from one program to another and not getting results, right? We're piecemealing everything. Or, you know, like if you are, you know, you've been getting freebies after freebies after freebies, I want you to think about this. What kind of clients are you going to attract? If you're doing that yourself, what kind of clients are you going to attract? It is so powerful when you invest in yourself. Honey bear, hang on, okay? I will in a bit, baby. Mwah. I love you. Way to ruin my sales. Oh, Logan, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what was I saying? Let's go back to, yes, that's right. You pull out a yes that's deeper in you when you invest in yourself. Okay, you learn so much when you invest in yourself. It's like, yeah, you up-level the value of your services and your knowledge and your gifts. So this system is for you if you're struggling with clearly communicating who you are or what you do. You're not sure about which products or program to focus your energy on. You want to attract clients that pay you what you're worth with no hesitation. You want to fire your boss if you're in a job that's soul sucking. You want your legacy to be what you do. And now you want that now. You're hungry. You guys, you heard me say, I want to work with hungry, ambitious, spiritual coaches and entrepreneurs. And you are all about win, win, win. Who's there? All right. And so here's what you get in the 12 weeks of working with me. I'm going to personally answer your questions on our calls, get you answers, eliminate months of overthinking. Who gets paralyzed by overanalyzation or perfectionism? Okay, I'm here to rescue you from that. Not rescue you, I'm gonna here support you, shift you out of that. Okay, you're accountable to yourself. Okay, eliminate wasting your time and launching with confidence. So I'm gonna go in with the modules so that you can really clearly see what the modules are. All right, so then my fun pillar, you get in the weeks 1 to 4, the Warrior Foundation. We only scratch the surface, you guys, and you were getting breakthroughs on day 1. Like, what? This is so incredible. What's gonna happen when we dive in deeper? Oh, we're gonna explode with orgasms. All right, this is meeting your inner warrior and really grounding you in your soul's purpose in module 2. This is getting even more laser focused and clear on who your soulmate client is. Let's get really intimate with them. And this is about having the systems and strategies as a foundation that I've been talking about so that you can have the ease, flow, and automation. Sexy. Sexy is about warrior magnetism. This is confidently owning your gifts, your warrior story, owning that and being really clear what parts of your experiences, your story, do you share that's aligned with calling in your soulmate clients. And the cool part is, you guys, this is why I hire my own coaches, because when you're too close to your own stuff, you can't see the forest from the trees, right? So it's really great to be able to have some objective perspective from coach and from tribe. And I see that happening in here so far. Sexy warrior content marketing. We are gonna get soulful and amazing at content marketing. Sexy money mindset and radiant revenue systems. You guys, I'm gonna teach you how to create money systems so that you can create goals annually, quarterly, and how to hit them. I think that's deeply important if you're going to manifest. Bold is all about showing up on social media with selfies and Facebook Lives and all the things are going to call in your soulmate clients, are going to speak to them, showing up on brand, in person, online. That's so important. And I want to talk about how to actually do that. What are maybe some blind spots? We will point that out. It's mastering discovery calls like a warrior, and warrior business integration and next level visibility. All of this is valued at $10,000. So let's recap. So the 12 weeks is $10,000. Lifetime access, you will have lifetime access to the content. It's yours to review over and over again. That's worth $5,000. The live Zoom group calls, they're going to be like the Soulful Clarity calls, except you guys are live with me. We will see each other on video. That's worth $5,000. It's recorded as well, so you get that for lifetime. And we will all be put in a private online Facebook community. So the total value of this is $20,000. But guess what, you guys? You get it for only $97 a month, or a month for 12 months, or one payment of $997. What? So the sales go until Sunday. Sunday is the last day to sign up for the mastermind, because we are going to get started right away. I will set the dates in a bit. Those of you who purchase, you will receive this bonus. I'm going to share my masterclass with you on how to clarify who your soulmate client is. I'm going to give you a step-by-step method on identifying your avatar, so you can deeply know them on a very intimate level. We're going to get soulful with your soulmate clients, so get them in. And I'm going to support you with my method to really help you not just know it here, but deeply connects here, mind, body, soul. Okay. That's worth $1,000. That's the bonus if you sign up by Sunday. Now, if you sign up tonight, this is the hot bonus. All right. If you sign up tonight, how to write magnetic copy, even if you suck at writing. All right, you guys, even if you suck at writing, I'm going to show you how to write it so that your soulmate clients stop the scroll, because you're really speaking to them. Something's capturing their attention. All right, I will show you step-by-step the tips and tricks just to do so that it just flows out of you. And those of you who are my soulmate clients right now, you're like, Roz goes deep. All right, so this is the bonus only if you purchase and enroll tonight in the mastermind. Again, it is only 12 payments of $97 a month, or one payment of $997 in full. Here's my fast action bonus. The top 3 people, you guys, this is so fun. The top 3 people, yeah, get a 60-minute business soul alignment breakthrough call with me. All right, so we are going to get laser focused. I'm going to have an overview of your business, and then we're going to look at where you're getting stuck and look at the big picture plan. You're going to have a plan of action so you know what your next steps are. If you're open to it, I will activate you with my light language, which will open you up more and deepen your purpose and energetically increase your vibrations. It is very powerful. This is valued at $888. So who's ready? Are you guys all like ready? All right, you're in. Yes. All right, this is where you need to go. First 3, you guys got you. I should just like have you hanging. I'm just kidding. All right, so y'all know it's 12 payments of $97 or one payment of $997. Oh, there is no risk, because guess what? You guys, I believe in my work and my methodology so much that if you show up on every call, you show me your work, and after 30 days, nothing changes, I will be happy to give you your money back. I do not want your money if this is not working for you. All right, you guys, but you need to do your part. All right. Okay. So if you were sitting on the fence, I hope that this changed the game for you. We are starting February 12th. We're going to have a welcome intention setting Zoom prep call. All right, this is where we get on Zoom. We're gonna literally meet each other, and I'm gonna guide you guys through this call to best prep you for the next 12 weeks. Yes, we're gonna get activated. February 17th, module 1 is delivered. And February 19th is when we are gonna have our very first live Soulful Clarity session post-module. All right, so post module 1, this will be the Q&A, just like I've been doing in here on Facebook, except you guys will be able to talk with me verbally, which will be even more fun. And these are recorded. All right, so where do we go? Where do we go, Roz? Take action now. You go to 7figureconfidence.com/academy. I'm going to put that in here. Remember, first 3 people who sign up get the breakthrough business soul alignment call with me. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm spelling this correctly. All right, 7figureconfidence.com/academy. All right, does anyone have any questions? Okay, I'm gonna look. Oh, good, Tara. You were on the fence and the money back guarantee changed for you. Yeah, lady. Good, good. I don't want you guys being scared about, I don't want money being in the way, okay? This is about value. What Dan taught me a long time ago, and what we preach about is cost is only an issue if value is absent. All right, so if you have not received value in the last 2 days from me, then that's okay. I'd be like, yeah, I don't feel called to sign up. But if you have received value from me in any form, and I know many of you have, I've been seeing it, I've been watching, I've been getting the PMs like, Roz, so many amazing breakthroughs. Roz, how can I work with you? I'm like, oh my God, yay. Patience, guys, patience. All right, so thank you, Christine, putting the link there. Does anyone have any question? Copy and paste the link. Yes. All right. Just 7figureconfidence.com/academy. All right. If no one has questions, I'm going to get into our Soulful Clarity Q&A session from our day 3 activation assignment. I'm going to shift gears here. All right. I just want to make sure nobody has any questions. Yes. Are you guys here? All right. Okay, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions, my loves. Okay, and you can always, I'll review back if you have any questions. But let's get into, gonna stop this now. Let's get into questions from our assignment. Oh, Sarah, you're trying to go there, but it says it's not available. Christine, can you help me out here? Oh, the link might not work while we're still live. All right, guys, this is what you should be seeing. Hang on, can I share my screen? Nope, it's not on yet. Okay, give me a moment, guys. All right. Yes, please type it in, you guys. Type in the link in your, open up a window and type in the link. All right, so let me show you what it should look like, because I don't want you missing out. Take some breaths. Although this is kind of fun to see who's going to be the first 3, you guys, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Oh, see, selling can be this fun. I'm not kidding you guys. All right, this is what you should see. 7figureconfidence.com/academy. That's it. It'll take you to a longer link. Don't worry about that. All right. And you're going to see a join now. You can hit the join now button if you're still like, I want to read all of this. I basically just went over this with you guys. All right. So it's the same information. Here's all the modules. All right. So there it is. There it is. you will see a few join now buttons. And when you join now, you will be taken to this order form. You guys can all see this, right? Yeah, okay. All right. So when you join now, you'll see this order form. And I see, okay, I'm assuming the people are off the live and purchasing now. Phenomenal. Awesome. Any questions? Brittany, congratulations, girl. All right, Jenny, congratulations. Oh my God, I'm having soulgasms, you guys. Moneygasms and soulgasms and impactgasms. And Megan, yeah. Okay, you guys, if you can't tell already, I freaking love dance parties. So like, I'm just doing a big jam here, you guys. This is so fun. Awesome. Okay, does anyone else have any questions? Dun, dun, dun. All right, it looks like people are busy purchasing, I hope. If you feel called, you guys, all right? I have no attachments, but I promise you, I deliver. If you've been on the last 2 days and you're caught up, you know I deliver. And you can feel the kind of tribe I attract. I know that some of you have PM'd me and you've been saying, holy moly, Roz, it is so refreshing to be in a group where people are just so positive and energetic. Your vibe attracts your tribe. This is how it happens, you guys. So good. Okay. Robbie Lee, you'll have to keep trying, my love. I'm so happy that you want to be in. Congratulations, Sarah. Woo! All right. This is so fun. I'm going to hang out here, though, guys. I'm going to be here right now to answer your day 3 task, the activation assignment, while some of you are still purchasing. All right, come on in. And let's pull that up. All right, so day 3. Did anyone have any questions? I can clearly see this. Today was easier, right? For most of you, today was easier. Let me know. Gloria, my love, it didn't work for you? Okay. Did you try typing it in your Chrome or Safari? I'm surprised. I thought that the link would be clickable. Let me see if I can just hop on the Facebook page and type it out in the Facebook page. I don't know if I can do that. Or Christine, do you think you can do that? All right, my loves. Okay, let's see if this will work. www. I'm just putting it on a status. Okay. 7-figure confidence.com/academy. Post. All right, let me know if that's clickable. Oh shit, I like spelled it wrong, you guys. This is awesome. 7-figure confidence. I'm keeping it real. 7figureconfidence.com/academy. Let me know if that works. All right. Okay, it works for me. So I hope that if you guys just kind of leave the Facebook Live for a sec and look at the most updated status, I put the link right in the status. I'll hang out here so that I can answer any questions you guys have about your task for today, your homework. Anna, yes! Yes, I'm so excited. Yay! Awesome. Okay, beautiful. Congratulations to those of you who said yes to yourself, yes to your business. You're ready to up level. You're ready to get out of your own way. You're ready to show up with soul and strategy. You guys, this is so fun. I'm not lying. I want you to be sitting where I am. Okay. I want you to be sitting where I am and selling soulfully with so much fun, having dance parties, having soulgasms. You guys, this is awesome. All right. Love, love, love. Okay, as long as you guys get in today, okay, by tonight, you will receive the bonus. All right, tonight only though. All right, so that means, unfortunately, the people on the replay won't get the bonus for the right magnetic copy. All right. Hey, you guys, this is so freaking awesome. Yes. Okay. All right. Anyone else have any questions? I don't think anyone wants to get to the homework. All right. Does anyone, let's talk about the homework. Let's talk about the homework. How did it go for you guys? It looks like, from my perspective, it was a lot easier than the day 2 assignment. Yes? I think I'm on lag right now, guys. All right, all right, all right. So good. I'm just gonna wait. Tell me if you had questions about your homework today. Please feel free, because I can't see see your homework right now. I'm basically talking to myself right now. This is what I see. So if you want, put your answer in the comment if you want me to look at it right now, if you have questions. Okay. Yes, much easier today. Oh, yes, Aaliyah, yes. So all of my clients that were on my panel today were VIP, except for Susanna, Jenny, and Brad. They were in, and Christine, they were in my mastermind. Okay, and the clients that I shared on testimonials, they were one-on-one VIP clients. Yes. So, all right. Keep it simple. Yes, I'm down to 3. A and B are more directed at a pretty narrow niche, and C is appropriate for both my niche and a broader audience. Okay, so I'm gonna read yours, Sarah. And Sarah, can you tell me, like, you want us to like help you pick one? Is that right? Or what's your question, love? Gloria, it's still not working for you, love. Okay, can you get on the page, Gloria? Perhaps Christine can help you. She'll message you. So look in your other inbox just in case. Thanks, Christine. Okay, so Sarah, you're down to 3. A and B are more directed at a pretty narrow niche, and C is appropriate for both my niche and a broader audience. Okay, so what I would recommend is start with the niche, okay, not a broader audience. I want you to get really, really niche first, because then it's that laser light, right? And then they're gonna be like magnets to your laser light. So have an empowered and magical natural childbirth experience. If I showed you a personal method of how to have an empowered and magical natural childbirth experience for free, would you be interested? Or if I shared with you my personal method of how to heal parenting triggers and step into more joy in your family life. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that might be a personal one for me. So I'm like, oh, you got me, girl. Which one is resonating more with you? Because these are 2 different niches. So go with one for now. All right, go with one for now. And Sarah, you're in, so we will be able to go deeper into this. I would say choose A or B for now. Okay, love? And whichever one is you're like, oh, I wish I could have more of these clients. Like wish I could have, like I would work with these clients all the time. It would just like, I lose track working with these kind of clients. That's your soulmate client, okay? Okay. Miss Anna, I loved yours. Yes. If I share my personal method of how to activate your limitless pleasure potential, would you be interested? I think that's really, really awesome because we all want pleasure. We all want pleasure. So it's like, oh, how's she gonna do that? And I think the little mysteriousness of it is pretty cool. Okay, I'm laughing, Sarah Grace, because you can't decide. I know you love them all, right? Okay, make sure when you are telling me what your homework answer is, what is your question? Is it you just want me to tell you you're on track? Yeah, Kim, you're on track for sure, my love. Okay. If I shared my, okay, so I feel like it's not specific enough, Brittany saying, but how to shift it. So if I share my personal method of how to feel more confident in your own health and wellness journey for free, would you be interested? Yes, you are correct. What is the number one? Remember, the fill in the blank was the number one transformational result you give your clients. So that's what you need to be putting in there. My personal method of how to, what is it? So I think, yeah, health and wellness journey is too general. So keep tweaking, love. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Chris, hi. Hi, Chris. All right. Hey, love. All right. If I share a personal method of how to build feelings of respect and purpose for free, would you be interested? I'm not clear. So what is it? Build feelings of respect and like from other people or self-respect? Okay, so I think Chris, you clarify that a little bit because it's confusing to me. Kara, I also have two, and I'm wondering if one is better or if I would use one or the other in a different setting. If I share my personal method of how to gain a new, more confident, positive mentality for free, would you be interested? If I share my personal method of how to break through negative mental blocks for free, would you be interested? I like talking to the empowered state. So A, sounds good to me. Okay. Okay, so those of you, I just see, so some of you are having card issues. So we will, can you PM me, please? And Christina and I will take care of that. We'll figure it out, guys. I don't want like techie shit gang in the way because that sucks. All right, I want you guys in. You want in, I want you in. All right, yeah, we're gonna party. We're gonna make this work. All right, so yes, I can send you my PayPal if that's easier. If I shared my personal method of how you can replace fear with courage and learn to love and accept yourself for free, would you be interested? If I share my personal method of how, oh, sorry, everything keeps scrolling. You can replace fear with courage and learn to love and accept yourself for free, would you be interested? Megan, you're on track, but I feel like it's a little bit too wordy. Like it almost feels like it's too much in here. I feel like you just need to like narrow it down to one thing. So maybe take away fear and just say courage. So tweak that a little bit, okay? Go for the empowered state. Hi, Miss Laurel. Miss Laurel is another gorgeous VIP of mine. If I shared with you how to tune into your inner child's wisdom for free, would you be interested? Here's why this doesn't work. And Laurel, you might be catching up. So we want to speak to the transformational result. So tapping into the inner child is more of a process. It's like the thing that you're gonna do to get them what is it that they want. So I want you to think about what is it they want and replace the inner child with that. Okay. So Robbie, Lee, and Gloria, I will make sure you guys get my PayPal link and we'll figure it out, my loves. Thank you. Okay. Aaliyah, I did offer a special love. So if you purchase tonight, you get a bonus, which is my masterclass on how to write magnetic copy, even if you suck at writing, so that you stop the scroll from, you stop your clients, what am I trying to say? That your clients will stop the scroll when they see your posts, okay? I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that. So, anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, great. So I hope that this was helpful, you guys. Oh, Maggie, if I shared with you to always come from a place of courage for free, would you be interested? I think more so be grounded in courage or to always live courageously, be courageous. We'll have to tweak it. Okay. All right, loves. So anyone else? And Maggie, why I don't really love how to always come from a place of courage is because it feels too heady. It doesn't quite land. Yes, Aaliyah. Good night, love. Okay. Any other questions about today, guys? I know tomorrow's gonna get juicier because today was post 1. Tomorrow is post 2. Okay. I think that's it. All right, my loves. So if you do have more questions, post in this post and I'll get back to you guys. Congratulations to those of you who said yes to yourselves, because that's really what you're saying yes to, okay? First and foremost, it's you. You are taking a leap of faith. You are investing in yourself. You are saying yes to your dreams. You're saying yes to that next level version of you. And I'm very, very excited to be working with you guys. Yay! We are going to have parties all the time, you guys. Seriously. Like, we are going to have fun. I promise you. All right? All right, my loves. Okay. I am going to sign off. And then those of you, I'm going to go through the comments just so you know my process. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Those of you who want in, can you please PM me in my, just click on my name and then PM me, okay? I'll see your things come through and we'll make sure that you get in tonight so that you can get that bonus. All right, my loves. Thank you very much. I am super excited. Congratulations again. And we shall see you guys tomorrow. Activation assignment number 4 is coming out early in the morning.